I think for sure at our ceiling, which I don't think we've reached yet at all anyway, we are the best Western team.
Yeah.
I think we, in general, could be a really good team when all our players are on and when we are playing together as a team and we have like solid plans and solid win conditions.
All right, we are nearly getting started with MSI for FlyQuest. It's pretty exciting, and today I'm in the presence of Massu, the ADC of the team. And yeah, Massu, I mean, this is your first time being able to represent Canada as well, right, internationally for FlyQuest. So how has it felt so far, like being in Vancouver as well and everything?
It's been pretty nice. I think Canada in general, or at least like the cities I've lived in like Mississauga and Vancouver, they have a very distinct like neighborhood style. And as soon as we came into Vancouver, I kind of like saw that and I got like some good nostalgia from it. So it was like a nice feeling. It almost felt like being back home, even though this city isn't where I grew up. And overall, representing Canada is pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to play in Vancouver.
Yeah. A lot of people have made fun of the fact that the LEC has more Canadian representatives as well. I mean, does it add extra like pressure or thoughts even like that you are the only one representing your country as well a bit? Like you're carrying the pride of Canada, right?
I wouldn't say it adds any pressure. I would say like it makes it more fun that maybe people will look out for me more here or they will watch for me more. Um, Other than that, I don't really feel the pressure of like playing in my home country, even though I think a lot of my family and friends are coming, so maybe that's like a little bit of pressure to like perform in front of them. But no,
Are,
it's good.
are they gonna be there for the entire event?
Not exactly the entire event. Like they'll try to catch the games that they can. Yeah.
Fair enough. Obviously, for you, this is your second time at MSI. You were there last year, and also overall, I believe this is your third international event, right? Obviously, I can imagine there is a bit of work left undone from MSI last year. You guys sadly couldn't make it past the playing stage, right? You had to face against T1 and then PSG Talon as well. Do you feel like this time around, like it's a bit of a redemption arc as well for you guys, or is it like not really something you think about, like the past and everything?
I haven't really thought about past MSI to be honest, just because it's like a bad memory.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's not something that I need to think about really. I can like think about the things that are useful for me to take away from that MSI, but it's not useful for me to think of like, oh, last MSI we choked really hard.
Yeah.
People are gonna expect nothing of us. That kind of train of thought doesn't really help me with anything, so I don't use it.
Yeah.
But overall, I think this year it's a lot different than what it was last time. I think we had a lot of just team issues. I think we had especially me, I wasn't as good as I am.
Yeah, and it was
And-
a different roster technique.
Yeah, and we had a few roster changes since then, and I think now we are just like a much more complete team. We're a much more cohesive unit as well.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, speaking of the expectations, I would say it actually the contrary, because I've seen a lot of people talk about how you are maybe the most promising team coming from the West right now. And yeah, there's a lot of people that expect great things from FlyQuest, I would say, especially since the level of the LTA North seems to have been rising over time. It's something that I believe even Broken Blade said to Travis a few days ago. He was talking about how he was screaming you guys, like Cloud9 and everything, and how it feels like the LTA North is really like hitting its peak right now as well. How does it feel as well, like in terms of the expectations on that side as well? And do you believe in that narrative that FlyQuest is the best Western team at a tournament?
I think for sure at our ceiling, which I don't think we've reached yet at all anyway, we are the best Western team. I think we, in general, could be a really good team when all our players are on and when we are playing together as a team and we have like solid plans and solid win conditions. In terms of the LTA North level, I think C9 really helped us level up this split. I think they were the team that challenged us the most and kind of like forced us to keep getting better. And it's kind of like, I guess it's been 2 years now that's been happening, because last year that was TL for us. where they kept pushing us to get better. I think especially TL's bot lane really kept me and Busio sharp, and because like they were just a very good laners. And I think C9 is doing that for us this year. So I think the LTA North level is like slowly rising.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously Cloud9 is the big team, right? Because before this playoffs, everyone was memeing how you didn't get a single best of 5 going to 5 games, and they did it not only once but twice. They pushed you twice to game 5 as well. How does it feel as well, like this tournament? Because it's a format where every single match is best of 5, right? And it's fearless draft. Do you feel like you're in your comfort zone as well in terms of the format? Do you feel like you're well prepared as well?
Personally, I like best of 5s. I think as a team we have pretty deep champion pools. I think we have creative picks that we can pull out. And I think just in general, our team, depending on the day, has a lot of tenacity in best of 5s. So I think it's beneficial for us.
Yeah. Also, I was just curious. I maybe it's just not the case at all. But is Gagos attending the event with you guys as well? Like, is there a bit of like helping him like get in the experience from just assisting you guys, like being in the practice room and everyone?
He won't be in this event in person, I believe, because he's still graduating high school.
Oh, okay.
So for now, he won't be in this event, but I'm sure he'll watch.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, and yeah, that aside, also I wanted to ask you regarding the international events and everything. The first split this year didn't go your way, and I mean a lot of people were talking about how winter didn't really matter. I mean, we saw only CFO qualify in the end, right, for the event. Yeah. Did that like bring you even more hunger as well, like to come into MSI to win the LTA North this time around as well, and like be able to show a better performance as well?
For sure, I think winter split. A lot of people said the format wasn't the best, but I think it's pretty dishonest to fully blame the format. I think just as a team we weren't playing well. As individuals we also weren't playing well, and we kind of just like, in some sense, played with little trust with each other. And I think that really did help us wake up. That helped us practice harder for the next split, and I think that we took a lot from that coming into this.
Yeah. Do you feel like a veteran now as well?
Not really, honestly. I think there's more responsibilities I have to take on as a player to consider myself a veteran. And there's just like a level I would want to reach before I consider that.
Fair enough. Going to another question as well. You are most likely, not sure yet, but most likely going to be facing anyone's legend or CFO potentially. What do you think about these opening matchups as well?
I watched pretty much every LPL game this year, and anyone's legend looks very, very strong. Yeah. I think they have insane team play. I think they have insane players individually. I think especially their bot lane looks very, very good. They know how to play their matchups. They know what they want to do. They know their timings. And just as a team, they're very creative. They find really good windows, and they have like solid ideas of their roles in the game. And CFO, I haven't watched them as much as LPL. I've seen some games here and there, but honestly, I also think CFO is really good. I watched Honkyu in first stand, and I was like super surprised that he's born in like 2007, 2008.
Yeah, he's so young.
So I have pretty high hopes for him. So I think both of those teams are very strong, and I'm excited to play against both of them.
You just said you watch a lot of LPL. Is anyone's legend like one of the teams you wanted to face the most, or would that go even like to LCK teams as well?
I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of teams that I would like to face that aren't here, like JDG. Yeah. I would really like to play against Space again because I think he's one of the best ADCs in the world. I would have really liked to play against Diablo, actually.
Yeah,
I think.
So
I actually like scrimmed against him last year MSI when he was still in Challengers, and I thought he was insane.
Yeah.
So I think anyone's legend is pretty up there for the teams that I wanted to face.
Do you feel like FlyQuest now is in peak form, especially after that Disneyland as well, little date with Busio as well? Like, are you in your peak bot lane performance?
I think our bot lane synergy is definitely at a high, but I don't think we've peaked or gotten anywhere near our peak, honestly. Yeah. So I think there's a lot more room.
Yeah, fair enough. Have you had the chance to do any fun stuff so far in Vancouver, or is it literally just practice, practice, practice? Like, do you get to ever think about anything except League of Legends when you're here?
So far we have not, honestly. My friend who lived in Vancouver for a bit sent me like a list of things that we can do here, which I have not looked at yet because we don't have time.
Yeah.
We've been busy with like media and scrims and practice. So so far just league and practice. Maybe we'll get time in the future. But as a team, we have like some tradition where we walk at night. Just like 30 minutes, just walk around the city, explore a bit. That's pretty much it.
And what are you fighting for at MSI besides a dinner which I won?
We're fighting for kind of cementing our team as like an international threat, I would say. I would really like for us to reach a level where we can comfortably challenge international teams.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, we are gonna have to close off, but I just want to ask you: do you have a message for the FlyQuest fans?
Just thank you guys for always watching us and supporting us. This year we've honestly had a lot of ups and downs, and I hope we can repay your support by doing well in this tournament.
Awesome. Well, Massu, thank you so much for taking the time. I wish you the best of luck, and probably you're going to have to do a lot more content still, but yeah, hopefully you get to practice well in the next few days and rest as well. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.